Hey, what's up, guys? It's the Big O here again with another Beers with the Big O beer review. Surprise, surprise. Starting off with this one with the Vale Brewing once again from Richmond, Virginia, but doing something a little bit different on this particular one. Usually, I love their IPAs, love their sours, all their double IPAs, double sours, double dry hop, all that stuff, right in my wheelhouse. Admittedly, I'm not the biggest fan of Belgians, especially like Belgian strong ales. They're okay, but just of all the beer styles, it's going to be toward the back of the pack for me if I'm going to go grab a beer. And this week, I have the old Windmill here. I like the artwork on this can here, kind of rustic looking. Kind of reminds me of like something you might see in like Scotland or something. I don't know. Looks pretty cool though. But I got the old Windmill here, and we're going to give it a go, which is also a little bit of a deviation from them for what they usually go for. Usually, like I said, it's IPAs and stuff. This is a Belgian strong ale coming in at 9.5%. So let's give it a go. See that nice kind of color on that right there? I mean, you can definitely see it's a little bit cloudy. That definitely looks like a Belgian. You can kind of smell that yeast that's kind of very reminiscent of like a Belgian ale. Definitely, you can taste it. That's a 9.5% beer. You definitely get a lot of booze up front, in my opinion. Definitely is a little bit malty. Uh, Overall, like I said, I already have an inherent bias because this isn't my favorite style of beer, so take that with a grain of salt. But I can respect what they're doing with this style. On the scale of 1 to 5, I would give this a 3.5. Most Belgians, especially strong ales, they would probably get a 2.75, 3 for me or something like that, just on like taste alone. But this is actually one of the better of this type of beer that I've had. And I mean, you can tell like their craftsmanship of what they do and how they, go about the brewing process comes through in this particular beer. And honestly, it's not bad. It's not my favorite style, but this isn't a bad beer. If you like Belgians, if you like something a little bit stronger, like a Belgian strong ale, this might definitely be in your wheelhouse. It's definitely something I can have like one of these, maybe two, but there's no way I can sit down and have a few of these, especially at the ABV. You can taste it right up front too. But overall, it's a solid beer. I give it a 3.5. I respect what they were going for. I respect the style. It's a solid beer. Check it out. All right, stay tuned for beer number 2 coming up here in just a little bit. Hey, boys and girls, time for round 2 of the Big O beer review this week. And we're going to go up to Charlottesville, Virginia this week. Starr Brewery, the Ramble on, little juicy IPA. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I was really big into the New England IPA craze. When they first came out a couple years ago, I could not get enough of them. I've kind of burned out on New England IPAs, which a lot of you probably have as well recently. But I'm a big fan of Starr. Used to go to that brewery a lot. I like that they have another brewery here in Richmond. They got a really cool like upstairs kind of patio thing going. And they're actually just opening up their place in Lynchburg tomorrow as well. If you're in Virginia, down in Lynchburg, kind of like southwestern-y kind of Virginia. They're opening up tomorrow, and they're respecting all the COVID-19 stuff. So kind of an interesting time to open another tap room. So I wish them well. But yeah, I'm excited to check this out. It's coming in at 7%. On the can right here, it says lush, tropical, and bright. So let's get this bad boy a go and see how she goes. Got my nice little NC State glass here. I'm a big Wolfpack fan, so I'll pour this bad boy in that. You can't see this as I'm pouring off screen, but I missed the glass there for about half a second, maybe a little bit more. So my leg is a little wet there, but we'll deal with that. I ain't the best pourer in the world. Let's always pour off camera. So let's go ahead and take a little look at that there. You can see a little bit darker than most New England IPAs come in. I think, some of that might be the lighting. Maybe some of that's the glass there. You got a lot of cool, like, NC State stuff on this glass, different things about campus and stuff like that. It's kind of cool. So let's go ahead and give this beer a go. See how she is. You can definitely smell it. It smells like a New England IPA. It definitely has that kind of like juicy smell right off the bat. I mean, you can almost smell what this beer is going to taste like. It's not bad. That's a really good New England IPA. I've kind of like I said, kind of soured on the style there, but I definitely like what they're doing with this. I'm a big fan of a lot of things that Starr does. I think they're like a really solid brewery, top to bottom. I mean, they kind of run the gamut of styles. I mean, you name it, you can get it there. Everything from IPAs, double IPAs, porters. They make a really good Marzen in their Festy beer. I'm a big fan of that. It's probably one of my favorite beers. One of the first beers I got when I got into craft beer. Well, that's definitely good there. Read a little bit more of this lush crop. Alexa, stop. See, this is live. I'm not going to cut that. For whatever reason, Alexa wanted to play a little Motley Crue, a little Dr. Feelgood. Hey, I'm not against that. I might actually listen to that song afterwards. You can never go wrong with Motley Crue. By the way, we live in the current day and age right now where everyone's getting like a documentary, like 30 for 30, like the whole Last Dance with the Bulls and all that stuff. Motley Crue is a band that needs a documentary. What those guys must have been like, how many women must have been through there? Jeez Lou. I'd like to go back in time and hang out with those guys. But I digress. They say on this beer coming in a little bit juicy grapefruit, pineapple, and citrus, soft, silky mouthfeel with low bitterness. And that description hits it dead on. Definitely not bitter. Definitely it's silky smooth there. I get a lot of pineapple in this. I know everyone's palate's different, but I get a lot of pineapple in this. Not so much the grapefruit. I had a little bit of citrusy notes on the back end for me. On a scale of a 1 to 5, I'm gonna go ahead and give this a 3.75. You can knock down a couple of these and have some wings. I feel like this would actually go really well with like some hot wings. I feel like the flavors would play off of this really well. Have some wings with your boys. Watch the fight, watch NASCAR, whatever it is. I almost said baseball. Baseball ain't back yet. Who knows if we get it back? But no, this is a really solid beer. You should check them out. Until next time, boys and girls, keep sticking on the ice.